Oh my gosh, hello. It is Women of FWA Live. It is June 16th today, and today we are talking about going full throttle, the importance of trade shows. I have Bailey, Brian, and Sean here with me today. Let's just dive right in, right? Trade shows, why do they still matter, Brian?
I got a question first, Brian.
Oh
What
my
is
gosh.
behind the going full throttle?
What's going full throttle? It's funny you would ask that because it was actually, if you look at the beginning of when we started marketing this show, even some of the exhibitor announcements and stuff was different. And obviously when we probably made your first announcement, it had a different theme and stuff to it. And I remember we got so excited during demo days, and you were at demo days. It was something that the industry hadn't really seen, and hopefully it spurs up some other events like that went on, including the one that went on over at your place. There was just a lot of energy that it kind of brought. And I remember I'm sitting there and we're talking about it, and we're just exhausted. And the team was just like, we worked the team to the bone, to where it was like we just couldn't even move our arms and legs. And here I was energized. I'm like, you know what, guys, that was so much fun. I wish we were doing it next week. And then everybody didn't talk to me for a little bit. But then when I came back and I go, you know what, let's go full throttle. You know what I mean? And I said, that's what we do. And I said, let's bring that energy back, the same energy that everybody loved about us, when we first started doing FWA and the shows. And I said, I felt like we needed something that was just a little bit more energy. And that's who we are. I mean, everything that we do at the association and the shows. So that's how full throttle kind of came about, with some conversation. And I said, let's just do it, you guys. Let's quit dealing with any of this other politics stuff, and let's just do what we do best and go full throttle.
I love it. That's cool.
And I want to make a point, right? I think a lot of people get confused between full throttle and as like racing, but it's not racing. It's not a racing theme. It's pushing the industry forward, right? We're coming with new innovations, new exhibitors, new education. So go full throttle is kind of its own beast in a way, right?
Yeah, and you could go full throttle if you are talking about racing. There's people that go full throttle and they're setting the pace in the beginning. There's people that are pushing full throttle and they crash and got to get back on the track and do it again. And that's just, you can't be afraid of it if you're going to go full throttle,
Yeah. No, I like it, man.
Now's a good time to kind of talk about it with the fence show coming up in 100 and some days now.
So what are the exact dates of the fence show and where is it going to be at?
Okay, so it's going to be October 5th through 9th is going to be education in Las Vegas, Nevada. Expo Hall opens October 7th and goes into the 9th as well.
Love it.
So week long of education and expo and everything else. That's great.
Yeah. There's already 25 to 30 instructors, most of them confirmed, and it's just growing. I mean, I'd be surprised if we don't end up with 40 to 50 instructors, and top notch, and not just instructors. We're like, hey, even in the past, we're like, hey, we'd love for you to come teach on this, and then we just come up with whatever you guys come up with. It's actually workbooks. It's stuff that's wrote out and saying, hey, we realize everybody has their own style, but these are the things that we'd like you to hit on in this course. So when somebody is sending and spending all that money, I think we take that for granted sometimes in our industry, how much it costs for you, Sean, to shut down and go somewhere. And for Bailey, for you and your husband to shut down and travel somewhere, and not only the cost of it, but the what you lose by not working and stuff. So we want to, and I love, Michaela, I love that you said the shows are the dates are October 5th to the 9th, because in the past I would have just said it's 7th to the 9th. And for me, I just would have been promoting the expo. And this show is way more than just that expo hall. It's all the energy that Full Throttle, which is the education series, brings into it, which starts on the 5th.
So as a vendor, I love that you guys are doing the 5th, because I always get there early to set up anyways. Yep. And you always have like that downtime like during the day, and it's always like, man, I wish I had something to do other than wait for my big crate of stuff to get here. No, for real though. And I think it's awesome that you have all these education options at Monday and Tuesday, because I mean, I've already talked to 20 plus people that are coming in Sunday or Monday. And they're all in the same boat I am. And we're all talking today, and they're like, yeah, I think I'm going to go to some education classes. I'm like, I think I am too. So I think that's really cool you guys are doing that this year.
Yeah, and it's ranging. I think the registration numbers are anywhere from 28 to 38% higher than average for this far out for the expo when it comes to attendance. And a lot of them are coming in early because we see room blocks. We can see, we know we don't exactly see the names of the people or, all that information, but the hotel and stuff gives us and says, hey, this number of people are checking in on this date, that date. So we can see the room blocks, which is how we estimate, when the busy days are going to be based off of the room blocks. So we see an earlier attendance, which is great. It's great for everybody, So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, good points, Brian and Sean. I like how this turned into a reverse interview. I don't know how that happened.
Okay, tell us how you feel.
Ditto everything you just said. It was so good. But I want to get into the why trade shows matter, right? Because you can go online, you can Google companies, you can get everything online, but in person, I guess, Bailey, it's a great question for you. Why is in person so much different, and why are trade shows so important?
I mean, we went to our first trade show, I think in like 2021 or 2022, which is actually where we met Brian at one of the fence tech parties. I don't remember what state we were in. I don't know if it was Nashville. I don't remember where we were at. I don't know what year it was, but I know that's where we met Brian for the first time. And then we kind of got wrapped up into FWA after that and kind of, into the fold. And it's comfy over here. So like we feel comfortable being around all these people and going to the shows it's super important for everybody. But I'm talking like from like a small company perspective, because it's just like, we're a 2-3 man team. We don't have like a full staff, full anything. So it's super important to go for like the little guys to see what else is out there, like what tools are out there that we can put our hands on and get like the experts, like the people making the tools to talk to us about why this is important for like small companies like us. I think that was probably our biggest driving factor to going to shows to start with. That, and then the education was super important too, because like we want to hear, you want to hear what everything's all about. You want to hear from the greats,
Right. Yeah, no. And then Sean, I guess as an exhibitor standpoint, kind of same question back at you. Why are trade shows important?
It's huge for us because, we have machines coast to coast. So we have 7,500, machines coast to coast. We have 750 customers and, we're located in the Midwest. So for us, it's a huge advantage for us to go see a ton of customers and a ton of prospects in one spot. So, rather than having to go to Los Angeles for a week and then go to San Diego for a week and then go to Vegas for a week and then go, so on and so forth. You can go to Vegas, everyone's going to be there and it's going to be a huge event. So, for us, it's a no-brainer because we're going to be seeing, 100 plus customers and, 500 plus prospects. So, honestly, it's a no-brainer.
And isn't it where you vote on your Little League baseball at Caesars or something? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. I remember. Oh, it's funny you remember that. So last year I was, I think like I stayed at, I forget where I was, Brian. I was staying at a different hotel. Yeah. And I had to like vote for our Little League baseball board. And Brian's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm voting for our board of directors for Little League.
No.
So this is your busy season though right now. Isn't there just tons of stuff going on with the baseball stuff you're doing and everything?
Oh yeah. So my boy is he's 8 now. He's almost 9. He's full go. So we just finished regular season. Now he's doing all-stars. So it's kind of cool for our family because our kids all do summer sports, and summer is actually the slowest time at CMM because all of you guys are out, hoofing it in the field. So our busiest time is actually like August to April. And so like right now is kind of our dead time, and it's awesome because I get to hang out with the family more and coach my kid and stuff. So
yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. I guess moving on, Brian, why is this trade show so different? We make it easy to attend, right? And affordable, and kind of give me the rundown on that, the story behind it.
I wanted that question. That's an easy one.
I'm sorry, Sean. Go ahead and ask it. Answer it.
You can take that one if you want, Sean, and then we could both chime in on it. But I mean, I'll tell you what trade shows and why trade shows matter. I think that when we kind of came into the scene, it was, to me anyway, I mean, I can't speak for the whole industry. It was getting pretty repetitive. And other than, what different city was in, it felt like we were all chasing in our industry the same 500 customers. And don't get me wrong, it's nice to see everybody we know and all the people we talk to, throughout the year. And it's our one chance to really kind of get together sometimes and actually have some drinks and stuff in person. But I think that if we weren't careful and we keep chasing the same 500 customers over and over and over, eventually there is no benefit in you coming. You could just call the people. You already know them all. So I think that they become not as beneficial for the industry if we're not out there knocking on doors, if we're not out there trying to get the Baileys and people to come to the shows for the first times and showing up at different suppliers and getting the small ones and everybody in. So I think what we did was we flipped it upside down. I mean, we just went out there and said, this is a show for everybody. This is a show for, 1 truck to 50 trucks. And, a space in the middle of our floor was available to anybody. It wasn't locked for, we didn't have the biggest sponsors. We didn't have big sponsors to lock it down for. So maybe it made it a little easier or something, but we're like everything else. Give it enough time. Who knows? Somebody's going to have to start another show to do it better than us, as we get locked down with the politics. But for now, we've got that full throttle, baby. It's time to rock and roll and keep going. But for me, that's what I think the difference is the openness. And I think that we changed it a little bit. You've been to every one of our shows, Sean, and you've been a huge supporter of not just us, but any event. I mean, I don't want to say you're just a huge supporter of ours. I mean, you are at almost anything you can physically get to or support, you support. So, what do you think about the trade shows like that?
Oh, I love it, man. And, it kind of leads into why, like how you guys make it easy, like your shows specifically at that South Point. I mean, I don't even get a car because you don't need one. I mean, everything you need. I mean, you start, outside, there's a pool and a hot tub, so you can hang out there. And then you go inside, you got a barber, a gym, $90 rooms that are extremely nice. There's a bowling alley, there's like 6 restaurants. If you want to gamble, you can gamble. If you want to go to the sports book, there's a sports book. I mean, literally everything you need, if you want drinks, they're there. There's like a little supermarket in there. I mean, seriously, like you don't have to leave the place at all. So what I love is,
bingo. Don't forget about the bingo.
Yeah, there's bingo. There's like a movie theater. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so much stuff. And, you literally don't have to leave. Like you can be there for 7 days and not even have to think about leaving. There's Steak and Shake in there. I mean, there's everything. There's like $5 breakfast, but you have to go before 7 a.m. or something. I forget what the rules were, but there's like everything you can imagine is there. And I love that, man. And everyone stays there too, which is cool. So, you can like text a friend and be like, hey, you want to go to that taco place in 5 minutes? And okay, I see you there, and you guys head down and go over there. So I love that. And I think it's really cool that you're able to get, everyone in that same spot. It's an awesome spot and you make it affordable for people because, this stuff gets expensive, like when you go to places like Nashville, Atlanta, it's not cheap, man, especially if you're bringing more than, 3 or 4 people with you. It adds up really fast. And I think it's really cool that you look out for people as far as the bottom line goes and make it affordable and still have a ton of fun.
Now, if you're trying to spend $30 a drink, this is not the place to go. You're going to have to head further into the strip. But you know what? We wanted a place where anybody could buy a round of drinks for their buddies at the bar, and not have to call their wife and sign some divorce papers for spending a weekend at the expo. So and that's what it was about. It was like, where do you go where you can actually bring some of your staff and go down there and buy a round of drinks for $20, $25. And I think that was one of the big reasons we have a hard time moving it. Andrea's like, stay on point. Stay on point.
I have one side comment before you answer the education.
Okay.
I went on the strip for the first time with Brandon from Jam Systems, like one of my best buds. And we go to some rooftop bar, right? And all I wanted was like a rum and Coke. He wanted one, I wanted one. So we go get one. and I get the tab, and it was like $59 for 2 rum and cokes, and I was like, and he goes, "What's wrong, T-Rex hands?"
Like, it's expensive out there. I mean, besides staying at South Point, going outside of it, I'm like, I don't want to spend these prices on drinks and food. I don't like that.
No, the $5 ones at South Point were just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sean's taking a drink of his $35 rum and coke, going, you know what? This one doesn't taste right. Can I get my money back?
Yep.
Okay, Brian, education. Tell us why this year's is going to be better than previous years.
Well, for one, Veronica's on board. I mean, let's not count that out right there. And having somebody fully dedicated in the past, it's been our team, but our team has been the same people dealing with food and beverage, dealing with the registration, dealing with the setup, the exhibitors, exhibitor contracts, all the print work, the LV Expo service, all the other stuff that's going on, electrical, the hotel, the property. I mean, there's so much that goes into one of these events. So the education was kind of just lumped into all that. This year, we've got Veronica, which is pretty much solely dedicated on the education side. So having somebody as sharp as her and somebody that gets what it's like to work for a fence company, and also people that sell materials, and is an integrated part of our team, focused on the education, has really brought not just what she's able to do, but the vision of all of us into it. And I think so the main difference is we've got someone dedicated to it this year, with the team supporting her, and the classes are going to be more structured, and it's going to have more communication with the people that are attending, and more communication with the instructors, and making sure that it's just more seamless and it's a better experience for everybody that's coming. So you're not walking inside of a classroom and the instructor's not there, or you're not walking inside of a classroom and it hasn't been straightened up or ready and prepped for the next instructor, or they're 10 minutes over in the period and new people can't start on time. And it's just kind of that kind of stuff that I think that when people come to this thing, they're going to see. You're going to be walking out of there not just with what you've learned by sitting in the room and them speaking to you and stuff. If you were a little hungover or something, you're going to get to take a workbook with you and go back and read it after the aspirin kicks in or something. So I guess it's going to be a lot different. I mean, I think it's going to be, the experience is going to be walking away with not just, like I said, the knowledge you got from them verbally speaking, but the actual stuff in your hands, you know what I mean? Workbooks and a lot more classes that you can choose from. And the tracks are different. So to answer Andrea's question, we actually spent a lot of time and effort developing tracks for sales, for gate operators, for business managements, for operations, things like this, to where you're going to be able to say, okay, you're not going to have to search through the classes and figure out which ones you want to go. If you're there for gate operators, there's something going on pretty much the whole time, and you can follow that track. If you're there for sales and marketing or for team building, you can kind of follow that track and hit these different classes, in the days. So I think that's the main thing for, unless I missed something, Michaela.
No, I just think the tracks itself are great. And I don't think people really realize when we're talking about education, how in depth, like, she's actually taking this whole thing and how it's all from scratch. I mean, she is building each handbook by scratch, which is insane. So she's doing a great job with this education.
Yeah. And these aren't just ChatGTP, write me a course on business operations, sales, and marketing. And anybody at these day and age can print out a workbook. But this is actually stuff that is actually wrote from the ground up for, businesses a little bit newer to advanced. So I think that that's going to be really unique when people see it. They're going to be like, some of the in classroom where your teamwork and stuff, they're going to be like, wow, that was really cool.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for all of it. I'm excited for the women of FWA too. I know she was trying to grab somebody from the team to do education. And I see her rolling her eyes in the background, and I think that's funny. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't know. I kind of want to skip over this next part though, because we kind of talked about the ROI on the trade show, right? And kind of what we get out of it, exhibitor, attendee, instructor. But let's
But
go.
wait a minute.
More,
I mean,
what?
I heard that CMM gets 100% of their business from the Fence Show. So I mean, if you are listening, it's definitely the show that you want to exhibit at. You know.
That's right. How
How
many exhibitors do you have? Don't you have like 170 or something already,
Yeah.
or maybe even more than that?
Yeah, you know what? We're pretty consistent. It's selling out. When you get to this level, and like even today, sometimes the overflow goes over to my phone from Susan when she's the one that mainly handles a lot of those incoming calls and stuff for people looking out for booths. And I took another one today, and that was just overflow. So every single day, it's like one or two people reaching out on booths. So I think it's going to land. I mean, we're dealing with the expo hall space too. It's going to land a good 175, I would assume,
That's
which is a
awesome.
pretty full expo hall for us. And I'd say a lot of new ones. I mean, it's amazing the number of new exhibitors coming in.
We have so many new ones. Every time I check the sheet, that's a new exhibitor, and I'm like, how fun is that?
Yeah.
So
that's really good.
Yeah. Speaking of though exhibitors and instructors, Brian, do you want to reveal what you kind of have been working on?
Well, and it's actually going out today. If people get over to the fenceshow.com's website, and I don't know if she filled you in a little bit on this, Sean.
No.
Okay, so you actually can go in there now, and you can vote for the Full Throttle Instructor of the Year. If you go to fenceshow.com, and you can share that and hopefully get some other people, if you truly want to support that person, share that out, get other people to vote. And then you can also vote for the 2026 Exhibitor of the Year. And
that's awesome.
So if you want to go in there and vote for Sean, he needs it, get some of that gambling money back. And get a little extra publicity for him. But anyways, you can go in there, and also you can share your Sean. But and then when you're going to get a little bit extra recognition, not only you get a plaque, you're going to get some permanent exposure on the fenceshow.com's website. And in the magazine, we'll be doing a full-blown article on that, sending that out there. We'll be doing some publications and some actual, obviously sharing that you guys were awarded that award. And then also we're going to have a permanent spot on our awards wall at the Fence Show that'll be brought out every year. So it's kind of a cool little way for us to show our appreciation for everybody that's out there that works so hard for the show. Because I mean, let's face it, the show is built because of all your guys' support. Every person that you guys tell is, I don't know, $3 less of gas I got to drive around and try to find them myself. So we appreciate every single support you guys do. So that's our way of showing it. So hopefully everybody that's watching, go out there. You guys will be some of the first people in there voting. If you have a couple little issues or something, let us know, because it's part of our platform that is built in there ourselves. It's not a third-party system. So go to fenceshow.com. You'll see right down under the beginning hero section, it'll say vote for Instructor of the Year or Exhibitor of the Year. So we're super excited about that. I'm not going to post it up here for everybody to see the pictures, but go there and check it out yourself, and get behind some of the people that are getting behind the industry and showing up.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I love that. I've never been to a show that has that before, so that's really cool. Yeah,
so it'll be kind of cool, and hopefully we can actually get some more, do some more stuff for you guys, since you guys do so much for us.
Hey, one thing I love that you do is that VIP for vendors. I think that's the coolest thing, man, because, there's nothing nicer than after you set up your booth, just getting like a small Gatorade and a candy bar or something. And I know it's like a small token, but we love that because no one else does that.
Yeah, exhibitor lounge is a big deal. I remember the first year, I'm like, man, these guys, they're stuck sometimes in there. You're trying to get set up, and you got to go and try to hunt down. And it's not that you mind spending even $7 for a cup of coffee or something. It's just you've got your booth half set up, and now you're tired, and you got to go walk all the way down and go try to wait in line and get that. So I think we kind of wanted you to have some snacks or something. Sometimes a little bit of a cookie or something is enough to get you through, right?
Right. Absolutely, man. Yeah. No, it's cool.
All right, a little bit of recap. Full Throttle event dates. Brian, go.
Full Throttle event dates start on October 5th and goes completely through the entire event to the 9th.
Mm-hmm. Bailey, where can you register?
Fenceshow.com.
Good job. Sean, what hotel does everybody stay at under one roof?
Yes, South Point.
South Point Hotel. We also have the room block open as well. So you can go to any one of our social media sites and it's linked through there, and you can use the code FEN1004 for your room block and get a discounted room. Anything else that anybody wants to add before we kind of close this out?
That's it. We can also find information on the room block and everything at fenshow.com. So it should be pretty easy to find. Right when you go there, you can click on the room block and it'll actually pre-fill in the dates. And I think last time I checked when can you go to an expo and stay an entire week, check in on Sunday, check out on Friday for like $400, including all the fees and stuff?
$450. You can't
for the
beat
entire,
it,
including fees,
entire
and everything,
week.
taxes. I mean, come on, that's what you spend for a hotel, one night at a hotel at some of the expos. So that's because we want you to bring the whole team. So we've done the math, and it's as low as like if you come just for a few days or something, it's as low as like $15 in each to bring somebody. So this was designed to bring your whole team, and I'm telling you, there is nothing better than that morale boost when you get back after bringing your team to one of these events, because they don't realize if you want them to stay in our industry, bring them out to one of these events so they can see how big our industry really is, and make some contacts and some friends. And a lot of those people that work for us have talked to a lot of these, even our distributors and stuff that are here, and they actually know some of them, and they talk to them more frequently than we do. There's people on my team that talk to our distributors, almost 2-3 times a week. So for them to actually go up and see them and give them a hug and exchange a t-shirt or something, it's a big deal to bring your staff. So it's not just the owner showing up. So get out there and bring everybody.
I agree. Bailey, anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Sean?
Brian killed it. Brian, you're on it tonight, man.
He always is. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining me on this So Fun Live, and I will see you all next time.
All right. Thanks for having us.
See ya.